Welcome back. It's 5:47 on Michigan this morning. Some of the most important water resources on Earth are right here in northern Michigan. The Great Lakes are home to a wide array of wildlife. That's why the Watershed Council monitors the water quality every year.
And this morning, Sarah and Stephanie are tagging along for the process. They join us from Shanty Creek.
Good morning, you guys. This is going to be such a fun morning, so I'm really excited. This is also my first time in Waders, so please be gracious with us as we begin this journey. I am here with Maria, who's one of the educator directors for Watershed. Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Sarah. And welcome to Shanty Creek.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So driving up this morning, we were pretty excited. It looks like so much fun you guys are having with the kids. What is Watershed all about? What are you guys doing right now?
Well, this is a program called the Watershed Academy, and it's put on, or it's from the place where I work, which is the Tip of the Mitt Watershed Council that's located in Petoskey, Michigan. And our big service is we protect and speak for the water. Yeah. So our whole goal is to make sure our water stays clean and protected. And the Watershed Academy is an opportunity for high school students to come out and learn how to monitor in a stream. And that gives us an indicator of the quality of that stream. And then we put it into our database, and so they're actually doing real science. They're collecting actual data that we put into our database that can be, researched by anybody in the world.
Well, so you're saying they take this data and you guys go back and you guys look at it yourselves? Is there a next step?
Yeah, so this particular program involves 11 schools. And we collect data in the form of macroinvertebrates, those little aquatic bugs that the kids are currently looking for.
Yeah.
And we ID them, classify them, and then we take them back to the office. They sacrifice, some of them, their lives to be specimens that are...
How brave.
Well, we select them. But then those specimens are taken up to Lake Superior State University in the Sioux, and the biology students up there who are working on entomology then further ID them to the family level. And so that gives us incredible information about the quality of the stream.
And what age are the kids that are doing this? Because it sounds really intense.
Yeah. This group is 9th grade. We mostly use 9th and 10th graders, but we have high schoolers in general for smaller schools because they don't have a big population. We use whatever grade level in the high school works.
Incredible. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Maria.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. And you look marvelous, by the way.
I can't tell you how excited I was. We were doing this whole show just so Stephanie and I can wear waders.
There you go.
So thank you, Maria. Guys, coming up throughout the morning, we're actually going to talk to some of those students and ask them what it's like to be a part of this program. I am blown away by the work they do, so I can't wait. We'll see you guys in about 30 minutes.
Welcome back. It's 6:15 now on Michigan This Morning. Every fall and spring, the Watershed Academy collects samples from our waters to help preserve them.
The research they collect goes on to protect our magnificent waterways and the environment. Today, Sarah and Stephanie are tagging along with the Watershed team as they learn more. They join us from Shanty Creek.
You guys, I am in way over my head. I am here with Dakota and Bryce, and they are 9th graders here in Bellaire, and they've been telling me a little bit about their work. And it's incredible and a little bit much for me, but we're going to try to explain it to you guys. So Dakota, can you tell me, what are you guys working on right now? What is this?
Well, this is what's in the water, stuff that helps the plants, what the certain animals look like to stay in it.
Yeah.
This is how much oxygen is in the water that, the fish are breathing. So that's oxygen. It's 4 ppm. So
you collected this from the creek, and then you watch how it changes in here, and you measure it up with the colors to measure what's in it?
Yep.
Okay, so let's move on. We have this one that's kind of green. You guys collected this from the creek. What's this color telling you?
Well, this is telling us that the pH, so either how basic the water is or how acidic the water is, it's telling that, and then it's kind of an 8, so it's kind of basic for most animals.
And you were telling me, Dakota, that as you put these water samples in here, you kind of saw this color change over time.
It was, it started out as a lighter green, and then it got darker after it's been sitting a little longer, so it developed a little more.
Okay, interesting. Bryce, can you tell me a little bit about this sample over here?
Well,
these are the nutrients that are in the water for all the animals that live in it, you know. And when we collected this, we thought it was less than 5 ppm, which is pretty good. And now that it's sat more, it looks a little more than what we thought, but still a little less than 5.
You guys, this is crazy. It's almost like you're speaking another language to me, but I'm very impressed. So why are you doing this, Bryce?
We're doing this because we want to learn how the creek is developing. Every year. We do this every year. Another group will come out here after us and do the exact same thing.
Wow, so cool, you guys. Thanks for sharing with us. So they have a lot of classmates in the creek, and they're working all day long. We're going to hop in the creek to learn a little bit more about their research coming up. So hopefully I can get a little bit of a better handle on what you guys are doing. So I'm very impressed.
Welcome back. It's 6:47 on Michigan This Morning, and this month, students from throughout northern Michigan are monitoring our diverse waters with the Watershed Academy.
The Northern Michigan program helps students gather vital research on water quality to help protect our environment's future. Today, Sarah and Stephanie are tagging along with the Watershed team, and they join us from Shanty Creek.
Good morning, you guys. So we have hopped back inside the creek, and this is all part of the collection process that students do. Way over my head. So I'm here with Braden, and Braden's going to kind of try to explain to me what's going on. So Braden, tell me about this collection process. What are you doing?
All right, so right now we're collecting bugs because certain bugs mean that there's a better habitat because they can only live in certain areas. And
Interesting. Okay. So I see everyone around us, they're kind of fishing their nets through. Can you show me how to do it? Is there a certain way to look for what you're looking for?
So what you want to do is you want to have the net going downstream, and you want to have this side open, of course. And you want to stand in front of it. You want to set it right on the ground and push down a little bit, and then you kind of just move your feet around so that way you kick up the rocks and the bugs go in there.
This is not what I expected at all. Okay.
All right. And then you see what you caught.
Okay. Huh. Let me see yours.
I don't have any bugs right now.
I gotta leave. Do you see any in mine?
I don't see any in yours.
No. Oh, wait.
Oh, there is a little one right down in there.
Yeah. Do you guys see him? Okay, so what would you do now, Braden? What's the next step? Do you know what that is? I don't.
No, I have no idea.
We're learning together.
So we'd go over there to one of those yellow trays. They have a couple of them around, and we dump the bug in there so that way we can look at them closer and figure out what they are.
Okay, awesome. I'll follow you. Let's head over there. So, Braden, is this your first time in the creek doing all this? Awesome. How has it been so far?
It's been kind of interesting because this is our first time in waders, too, for most of us.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was telling Steph, this is not your average field trip. So do I just dump it in here?
You kind of, and you rinse it off a little bit so that way everything in there.
Okay. Can you just,
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so what are you guys going to do with these yellow trays?
We're going to go take them over to the table over there and take tweezers and magnifying glasses, and they have this big chart that you figure out all the different types of bugs.
Awesome. Thank you, Braden. Well, guys, I want to find out what my bug was, so we're going to hop up there and figure that out. Braden, thanks so much. Appreciated it. We'll see you guys in about 30 minutes.
Welcome back. It's 7:14 on Michigan This Morning. Here in northern Michigan, our environment is rich with some of the most important waters on Earth.
To help preserve and keep those waters safe, the Watershed Academy is monitoring them. Today, Sarah and Stephanie are telling us more about their work, and they join us from Shanty Creek.
Good morning, you guys. So remember, we were fishing, so to speak, in the creek with Bryson. We did catch a bug. So we gathered a bunch of those aquatic bugs, and we're up here now in this yellow tub. We've been picking them out. I'm here with some of the students. This is Kirsten and Whitney. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So, Whitney, I'm going to start with you. Can you tell me, why do you guys gather this? Like, what are you kind of looking for?
For pollution and to see how much fish population there is.
Interesting. Okay, and I don't know about you guys. We've been picking these out for a little bit now, and I thought it was really, really cool. Like, Stephanie and I were gasping over here. Kirsten, is this kind of like the fun part to see what you guys picked out?
Yeah, this is like the fun part because after you go in the river, like you get to come back and you get to like see what you found.
Yeah. I mean, like, Whitney, how are you feeling when you guys are going through here? Do you ever see a bug and you're like, oh my gosh, what's that?
Yeah, like all the time.
Yeah, pretty much every other minute.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, well, I'm actually here with one of the instructors, Eli. And Eli, we have picked out some crazy-looking aquatic bugs. I'm so excited to learn more about these. Was there anything that stood out to you? Can you tell me a bit about them?
Yeah. So when we're looking in these streams, we're looking for the diversity of these different macroinvertebrates, or bugs in the stream. And we found some really interesting ones today. For example, this right here, this is a stonefly. And these stoneflies are really sensitive to any sort of change in the water chemistry or the water temperature due to human developments. So because we found this here today, it can point to the fact that this is a really healthy stream and a good watershed. We also found some of these case-making caddisflies that use sticks and stones in their habitat to create their own little mobile homes and carry them around with them.
I was going to say, when we picked these out, the girls and I both, probably a little bit more me than them, I was freaking out. I definitely expected them to come out of them. I thought they were twigs, but they live inside that kind of, like a turtle?
Similar to a turtle, except this is their larval state. They'll spend several months to a year in these, and then they'll emerge, crawl out on land, and emerge as adults and fly around and find a partner.
Fascinating. And so cool that students here with the Watershed Council get to like leave the indoor classroom and get to experience this. They have so much to learn. We have so much to learn. So guys, we're going to tell you more about this program coming up in just a little bit. We'll see you then.
Welcome back. It's 7:46 now on Michigan This Morning. This month, the Watershed Academy is collecting samples from our northern Michigan waters to help preserve them.
The Academy has been protecting our waters since 1979. It's work that's vital to our environment. This morning, Sarah and Stephanie are tagging along for the monitoring process. They join us from Shanty Creek.
Good morning, you guys. So crazy day out here collecting these aquatic bugs. This is a first for me, so I've been really into this. I'm here with Eli right now. Eli, we didn't get to make it to everything earlier that we've collected, especially this fish right here. Can you kind of just go over, like, what is this?
So this fish was found by Whitney right here, and when she found it, she thought it was a tadpole, or some people say they look like gobies, but it's actually our native sculpin. It is one of our common bait fish here in the Great Lakes, and it's one of the fish that's actually, the population has taken a pretty big hit due to all of our other invasive species like freshwater gobies and invasive mussels, the zebra and the quagga mussel. So to find this native sculpin is a special thing, and it's always great to see one of our native Michigan wildlife right here in our backyards. Yep.
Okay, so what are you going to do with all of these aquatic bugs? Like, what's the next step?
Yeah, so we take a select amount of these aquatic bugs that we find. We take a couple caddisflies, the stonefly, and we preserve them in alcohol. And we do it so that we can send them up to Lake Superior State University to students in the aquatic entomology class. And they actually key these insects out to their family level. So we're looking at the order level here. We have stoneflies, that's order Plecoptera. They would take that stonefly and identify it based on its features or its size, its color, and say this is a Plecoptera perlidae or a Pteronarcidae. And based on what we find for the family level, we can say that the stream is this much healthier, this much polluted, because that macroinvertebrate has different sensitivity levels.
Wow, that's incredible. So the work that these 9th grade students are doing today is actually going to a university. I've got to ask Kirsten and Whitney before we take off. I mean, is that kind of cool to know that the day that you just spent in 9th grade collecting some of these bugs is going to go to university for people to study?
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, I think it's pretty exciting that what you guys did today is literally going to help people in college with their work.
Yeah, it's like they get to like collect all the data, and then like they can like collect other people's data too, and then like put them together to see which rivers and creeks are like populated most.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, ladies, and thank you, Eli. Guys, we have more to show you, but if you think that your child or you yourself want to be a part of the Watershed Council, all that information is on our website. We'll see you guys in about 30 minutes with more.
Welcome back. It's 8:18 on Michigan This Morning. Every fall and spring, the Watershed Academy works with groups of students to help preserve northern Michigan waters.
The Academy has 11 different teams of students working to protect the waters. Today, Sarah and Stephanie are introducing us to a Bellaire team and the work they're doing at Shanty Creek.
Good morning. So all morning long, as we have been learning more about these aquatic bugs with students, Cassie right here has been following us around, and as Stephanie is videoing us, Cassie has been videoing the video, if you will. So Cassie, it's all part of a project that you're working on. Can you tell me about it?
we have a thing where all the watershed, all the people that have done it, they all come together and we all should share a video, a 3 to 4 minute video about everything that we did.
Oh, sweet. So are you kind of gathering all the footage to try to document what you guys are doing this fall?
Yes.
Okay. And what are some of the highlights? What are you trying to show through it?
How hard everyone's been working and all the stuff that we've been finding and all of that.
So have you ever been to that before? Have you ever shown your video before?
No, this is my first year.
That's exciting. So you've been doing all the video work. Are you kind of in charge of that? Are you kind of heading up the aspect of that?
I'm the one at the computer that's going to be editing and everything, so yeah, I'm in charge.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So what's it been like to kind of see the different aquatic bugs and seeing what all of your classmates have gathered?
It's been cool, I guess.
You are the Stephanie of your classroom.
Basically.
Yeah. So when are you guys going to show this video?
Oh, I think it's November 10th.
And your hope is just kind of showcase what you guys have found and what the experience has been like.
Yeah.
I mean, would you pick this over a typical day in the classroom?
Yes.
Overall, you would rate it a success?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Cassie, thank you very much. I'm very excited. I'm going to tune in to see what you guys have as your finished product. Guys, if you do want to do the Watershed Council, you can probably check out that video for yourself in a little bit, or we do have the link to the Watershed Council information on our website. We're going to tell you more about them and how you can be a part of it coming up on Michigan This Morning.
Welcome back. It's 8:42 now on Michigan This Morning. Northern Michigan contains some of the most pristine water resources on Earth, and we know this. I mean,
of
come on.
course, yes. In order to preserve them forever, the Watershed Council has annual monitoring sessions with high school students. This morning, Sarah and Stephanie are donning their waders to learn more about the work they do. They join us from Shanty Creek.
Good morning. So we have been having so much fun with the Watershed Council today. I can honestly say I think I've learned just as much, if not probably more, than a lot of the kids. So Maria, I wanted to ask you, for people who have been watching and think this is as neat as I have thought it is, how can they be a part of it or do something like this?
Well, the Watershed Academy is actually a part of high schools. We have 11 schools involved right now, and we'll be adding our 12th in the spring. But if you're a family and you're concerned about water quality in northern Michigan, all you have to do is either visit our website, watershedcouncil.org, or give us a call. And basically, you can become a part of your own team. You could have a family dedicated to water quality of a local stream or creek.
Wait, that is so cool. So if a family is watching today and they're like, hey, I want to get my kids involved, I want to get my so-and-so involved, you can be your own group.
Yeah, we have a volunteer stream monitoring program, and currently we have about 50 to 60 streams that are monitored by volunteers just like you and I that would come, and they come to the Watershed Council, they get trained, and then we send them out with all the equipment, and they do exactly what the kids did here today.
Fantastic. And you guys do this, is it every fall and every spring?
Yeah, we do our monitoring in the spring and the fall in the same window, in the same part of time.
Yeah.
And so in order to keep this, the research or the data consistent, you have to do it at the same time each year. That's how scientists work. So, so basically there's a window there's a little bit different window for the volunteer stream monitoring program, but it's about a 2-week window, and we supply all the training and all the materials, and we help you find a critical stream, creek, or river that needs attention and needs monitoring, and we can set you up.
That is so neat. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I feel like everyone here has had an amazing time. Guys, have you had fun today? Yeah. Woo! Yeah. All right, guys, we have all that information for that on our website. So go ahead and check it out, because it's incredible how much you can learn and really how much fun it is. And Maria's playing with the bug, because that's how much she loves this.
I've lost my bug.
Nothing better than some cheering on a Monday morning to start off your week. A little excitement out there in Shanty Creek.
Standing in a creek in waders playing with bugs.
Nothing better than that.